Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're tackling a huge financial problem that millions of people face, debt. Credit card debt in the US has surpassed $1.3 trillion. Interest rates are climbing, and people are struggling just to make minimum payments. Why do so many people end up drowning in debt? What are the biggest mistakes that make it worse? And most importantly, how can you get out of debt and never fall back into it? Today we have John, our financial expert, who will break down the debt trap and give you a step-by-step escape plan.
Hey, Michael. Yes, debt is one of the biggest financial crises people face today. But here's the thing, debt itself isn't the problem. The way people manage it is. Let's start with a real-life story. Let me tell you about Lisa, a single mother of two, living paycheck to paycheck. She never planned to be buried in debt, but here's how it happened. First, she took out a credit card just to cover some unexpected medical bills. Then she used the card for everyday expenses, gas, groceries, small purchases. The interest started building, but she could only afford the minimum payments. When her car broke down, she took out a personal loan to fix it. Next, her rent increased and she had to use another credit card to cover the gap. Before she knew it, she was $35,000 in debt. And here's the scary part. Her minimum monthly payments alone were $900, but most of that was just interest. Her biggest mistake? Not realizing that small financial decisions can snowball into a massive debt trap.
Wow, that's brutal. But Lisa's story sounds familiar. So many people fall into this cycle.
Exactly. And her case isn't unique. Most people in debt didn't plan for it, they just made small financial mistakes that added up.
All right, let's break it down. What are the biggest reasons people end up in debt?
There are four main reasons why people fall into debt. 1. Lack of financial planning. Most people don't track their spending. They only check their bank balance, not their actual expenses. If you don't have a budget, you don't realize how much you're overspending. If you don't have savings, you rely on credit for emergencies. 2. Social pressure and lifestyle inflation. Keeping up with social expectations is one of the fastest ways to go broke. Example, you get a raise at work, so you upgrade your lifestyle, new car, new apartment, eating out more. Your expenses rise just as fast as your income, so you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Then, when an emergency hits, you rely on credit.
I've seen this happen so many times. People make more money but still struggle financially.
3. Credit card misuse. Credit cards can be a tool or a trap. Biggest mistake? Using credit for things that don't generate value. Bad, buying clothes, eating out, travel, impulse shopping. Good, using credit for investments or things that save money long-term. Real example, a guy I know bought a $3,000 gaming PC on credit. He thought, I'll just pay it off over time. But 2 years later, with interest, he had paid nearly $6,500.
So let's say someone already has debt. What mistakes make it worse?
Here are 5 common mistakes that keep people stuck in debt. 1. Only making minimum payments, you're just paying interest, not reducing the debt itself. 2. Taking out new loans to pay old ones, it feels like a solution, but it's just moving the problem. 3. Ignoring the problem, the longer you wait, the worse it gets. 4. Relying on get-rich-quick schemes, trying to gamble your way out of debt only leads to more losses. 5. Not having a plan, if you don't have a strategy, you'll just keep going in circles.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. How do you actually get out of debt?
Here's a step-by-step plan that works. Step 1. Stop taking on new debt. Cut up your credit cards if you have to. Only use cash or debit until you have control. Step 2. List every debt you owe. Write down balances, interest rates, and minimum payments. This will help you decide which debts to tackle first. Step 3. Use the snowball or avalanche method. Snowball method. Pay off smallest debts first for quick wins. Avalanche method. Pay off highest interest debts first to save money. Step 4. Cut unnecessary expenses and boost income. Cancel subscriptions, negotiate bills, stop eating out. Look for a side hustle to increase income. Step 5. Build an emergency fund. Start with $1,000 so you don't rely on credit in emergencies.
John, this was insanely valuable. The truth is, escaping debt isn't just about money. It's about mindset. Question for the audience. Right arrow, what's the worst debt mistake you've ever made? Right arrow, how did you get out of it?
Drop your answers in the comments. We'll feature some in the next episode. Subscribe for more financial wisdom. Your freedom starts with knowledge.